Good Friday morning, Kennedy Dragons. Today is Friday. It is August 27th. It is the 19th day of school, and I'm so glad that you are here. And I'm glad to hear because Friday means Dad Joke Friday. Of course, I'm Mr. Butcher, and it's my job to keep you safe so that you can show us how excellent you can be. We hope you've left your average in the bus or in the car, and you're ready to have a respectful and responsible day. Before we get to the responsibilities of our pledge, we also want to do, because it's Friday, so it's going to do Dad Joke Friday. So I'm going to try to be responsible and do these educational dad jokes. So here we go. This first one's a math one. What did 0 say to 8? That belt looks good on you. Gotta think about it. Pretty fun. All right. Speaking of responsibilities, it's time to do our pledge. One of our responsibilities is to be ready to show respect for the rights that we have in this country and in our school. We do this by daily saying the pledge to the flag as well as our school pledge. When we do this, we want to stand up tall. We want to put our hand over our hearts like this. We want to say pledge loudly, clearly, and with pride. Leading us in our pledge today is Miss Gibson and Miss Wade.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge.
I pledge myself as a Kennedy Dragon to be ready for the day ahead of me. I will be respectful of myself, my teachers, and all others I meet throughout the day. I promise to be responsible for myself, my actions, and my learning. I will work my hardest to be the best dragon I can be.
Please take a moment to reflect silently on our day, our activities, and what we hope to accomplish. Another responsibility we have is to help keep ourselves safe as well as keeping others safe, and we can do this by making sure that we wash our hands frequently throughout the day. When we wash our hands, we want to make sure that we're using soap and water or an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. We want to make sure that we're washing all parts of our hands, and we're doing it for at least 20 seconds. Let's model what that looks like now. So get yourself some hand sanitizer. I got some. Still haven't filled my bottle up, but figure out how to way to get it. Here we go. We're getting the front of our hands, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting the back of the hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting the back of the other hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting in between our fingers, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting our fingertips, that's where all the grime gets, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting the other fingertips, grime out, but also 2. That's what you touch everything with, 4, 5. Make sure you're getting your thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your other thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your wrist, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your other wrist, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your hands are nice and clean. Now that we've done our hand washing, we've done our pledges, and we've done our moment of silence, it's time to start the day and show respect to those that have birthdays today as well as over the weekend. So happy birthday today to Alice Mitchell, who's 6, Angie Cardoza Castilla, who's 8, Eber Mija Flores, who is 6. On Saturday, Malik Menifee will be 10, Telia Gordon will be 6. On Sunday, Terrence Garley will be 7, and Anthony Brady will be 5. Happy birthday to you guys, and we'll make sure that you get your birthday. Another morning responsibility that we have is to make sure that we choose our lunch for the day. Choices today: French bread pizza, corn on the cob, garden salad, and tropical fruit. If you do not want the French bread pizza, you can always get PB&J or the muffin and yogurt. So make sure you're responsible and make your lunch choice now. Before we do our vocabulary building picture of the week, time for another dad joke. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag's a big plus. That's a geography joke, and it's funny. One of our goals this year is to increase our vocabulary. One way we're going to do that is to use pictures to expose ourselves to words. Each week we have a different picture. This is our picture for the week, and each day during the week we ask you to find different parts of speech. Yesterday it was adverbs and adjectives, and we had Miss Jackson, Miss Ballard, Miss Shaw, Mr. McCoy, Miss Stevens, and Miss Ham's class all participate. And one thing that we've seen is while we're trying to build our vocabulary, we're also finding out that we're becoming better writers. So let's listen to this one of Miss Stevens' sentences. So if we had just said it without the adjectives and the adverbs, it would just be the bird sat on the crocodile. But if we add adjectives and adverbs to it, the pretty little bird sat in the big and scary crocodile's mouth. See how much better the sentence is? Listen to this one from Miss Ballard. The bird landed on the crocodile's tongue. Now listen to it with adjectives and adverbs. The colorful bird landed softly on the crocodile's slimy tongue and began cleaning his dirty, sharp teeth. See how much better it is? Or let's listen to Mr. McCoy's. The bird walked to the gator. Now listen to it with adverbs and adjectives. The bird sneakily walked in the gator's mouth. The gator is looking hungrily at the bird. The bits of food are sitting delectably between the gator's teeth. And of course, you want to find out how Miss Ham's story is going, so here it is. The bird replied, I can help make your rotten teeth white. The colorful bird chirped loudly. Suddenly, the green, sticky, icky swamp was filled with beautiful birds. They rushed quickly towards the terrified crocodile, the birds furiously blasting at the crocodile's teeth. Weirdly, the crocodile began to laugh because the busy birds were tickling him. He opened his mouth really wide and then... You have to wait for tomorrow. Today we're looking for prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases are words that show a relationship between two nouns. So like the bird is in the crocodile's mouth. So that's what we're looking for. So you're looking for those prepositional phrases. Can't wait to see how the story ends, Miss. All right. Before we do our morning message, one more dad joke. How does a salad say grace? Let us pray. And now it's time for our morning message. Our morning message today is on honesty and responsibility. Most of us, it's easy to be honest. We don't cheat on tests, we don't steal. Most of us are honest with everyone around us. But what about being honest with ourselves? It's not always easy to tell ourselves the truth. For example, sometimes it's hard to admit when we've hurt someone else. Instead of telling ourselves the truth, we tell ourselves excuses such as, well, they deserved it, or they started it, or they were looking at me. Sigmund Freud, a great psychiatrist, once said, being entirely honest with yourself is a very good exercise. After all, you cannot correct a problem until you first admit that you have one. Be honest with yourself. If you act in a hurtful way, be honest enough to admit it. Take responsibility for what you say and do, and then decide to do better next time. With something to think about, I'm Mr. Butcher. Make today your masterpiece or not. Remember, choice is yours. And that's true. You know what? We're going to mess up. And you know what? Sometimes what we do, instead of just taking responsibility for it, we try to make excuses of why we did it or kind of get away from it. So just be honest with yourself. When you make a mistake, you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. I've made probably 15 mistakes just this morning. You just got to admit it and try not to do it again. Simple as that. All right, one last dad joke before we sign off. What country's capital is growing the fastest? Ireland, of course. Every day it's Dublin. That is all we have for announcements, so please help me.
Me and your teachers keep you safe. That is our job.
And your job is to help us keep you safe.
And you can help us by being a ready, respectful, and responsible student who is focused on graduating in the year.
Because when you are a ready, respectful, and responsible student focused on graduation, you are fully committed to student success. I love you very much. Have a time for our read aloud of the day. Remember, we do read alouds for several reasons. The first reason is to build our vocabulary. Vocabulary is how many words that you know. The best way to build your vocabulary is to expose yourself to more and more words, and books are full of words, so that's why we do it. Second reason, we want to model what good readers do. Good readers, they read the words correctly, not too fast, not too slow. They read with expression. Also, too, when they make a mistake, when they read, they fix their mistakes. That's what good readers do. The third reason why is so that you guys can practice what good readers do as they're listening to the story. Listen for the story elements, the character, who or what the story is about, the setting, where and when the story is taking place, the sequence of events, what happens first, next, last. Also, too, what's the problem in the story, or what's the solution in the story? And then the last reason, because we're still having our book fair, is to expose you to books that are in the book fair. This one is called I Promise, and it's written by LeBron James. LeBron James. That's written by him. Yes, the basketball, King James. I still don't think he's as good as Michael Jordan, but that's what I say. Illustrated by Nina Mana. So here we go. I Promise by LeBron James. I promise to work hard and do what's right, to be a leader in this game of life. I promise to go to school and read as much as I can, to follow the rules and respect the game plan. I promise to run full court and show up each time, to get right back up and let my magic shine. I promise to be open and try new things and enjoy the happy that change can bring. I promise to wear a big smile and use kindness when I speak, to remain strong yet humble with every win and defeat. I promise to ask for help whenever I need it, to reach for my star even when I can't see it. I promise to ask questions and find answers, to believe in next time and second chances. I promise to use my voice and stand up for what's right, and when things get tough, to keep up the fight. I promise to stand tall, rise up, and give all that I've got, to throw the alley-oop and uplift others on the spot. I promise to respect my elders and peers the same, to leave new places better than I came. I love that. I promise to stay true, keep my head up, and never give up, no matter what. I promise to dream big and love bigger, to be a team player and a winner. I promise to cross bridges and break down walls, to rise with the sun and learn from the falls. I promise to be courageous, to be free, to strive for greatness. I promise to be me. Look at LeBron James writing a book. And that's I Promise by LeBron James. LeBron James! Hope you enjoyed.